it's your man Boogie, man. We back. You already know, man. Sore Thumb is the product. I'm here. Y'all here. We vested. I just want to give a shout out to something I had created early. God bless my mother, man. You know what I mean? Alhamdulillah. She resting easy. And this was created after her. Shout out to War Angel, the product, man, created by Sore Thumb. So y'all be on the lookout for that coming this spring and beyond. We tuning in though, man. Today's segment though is a certified message. It's when the welcome wear off. You know, because when you return back to society from losing your freedom or being behind the fence. Shout out to all the people, all the men that's holding it down behind the fence, man. You know, but when you get back, you know, it's a certain level of love. It's bestowed. You all over. You doing your thing, man. People receiving you, and then boom, a capsule of time go by, and the welcome we're off, man. And then real life kick in, and you got to start to try to position yourself to see what's gonna be next, how you gonna stay focused, what you're doing to hop the hurdles and the hills and valleys, and try not to let the mission derail you or derail your mindset, because you know, i.e., that's why we got this program here. Think different, man. Don't forget the spelling THNKDFRNT. And y'all stay tuned, man. Use your mind and hopefully without emotion in it, to make the best decisions for yourself. All right, but like I said, sometime when the welcome we're off, you know, you left with the protocol of what self gonna do and how to make sure self stay contained, so you could try to put yourself in the best positions to receive what Allah has for you, and that's the blessing. So you know, if you made it back to the free world and you got a decent job, I ain't saying good, but decent. It's just one step on the ledger to try to get where you're supposed to be. And you already created some surrounding things that may make a little bit of residual income. You know, you got to piece play all that together with the mentality of staying focused and the fact that the welcome done died down. And now it's back to the regularly scheduled program of your everyday life and what you got to do to stay focused. And man, shout out to the men that got to wear the bracelet right now as well, because you know I had a little fortunate piece of that as well. And the home confinement got its, you know, pros and cons, and we're gonna be doing a lot of pros and cons here later to make sure we discuss what's happening on every, you know, parts and particles of the things we doing. All right, but back to the message, um, I'm here now, and I'm in a field that's undiscovered by me. You know, I change oil for a living now, but you know, I also drove trucks, I cut hair, I make clothes. I'm a jack of many trades. But to say that, and when you get back to the free world, you know, I'm bouncing off a segment I just had about respect your freedom, and as you demograph what the welcome committee had for you, and now you back to stage one of rectifying your life and what you're gonna do and the things you're gonna do to position yourself. Man, you start to see that everywhere you go, the places you be, the things you do now you just back in Gen Pop with the regular folks, and you back living day to day, and you gotta take what's about to happen when you hop in hurdles, man. And so it's gonna be some rough days, it's gonna be some structured days, it's gonna be some positive days, it's gonna be a lot that you need to be thankful for, because you know the welcoming committee gave you a head start. And don't forget to put a little respect on the welcoming committee, man, because some of y'all gonna come home and it was the best person you ever had, the one that birthed you. And then some of y'all gonna come home and it's gonna be the best person you had. It's gonna be the folks who really love and support you. So, you know, don't let that go over your head, man. So you got a time and you got a existence of where you might be. And I'm saying this because I've been home a little under 7 months. And that's really like just getting here. You know, that's not even like, yo, you made a skid mark. Yeah, you really just landed still. Cause you know, took you 2-3 months to get your feet together to get back in a nice little wave and press cruise control and figure out what you got going on. You know, especially when you got to report to the people. You know, cause I'm on a mean pitch mission for these folks. You know, anybody want to buy some of this urine, y'all let me know, cause this joint for sale, cause it's super clean. But you know, that was just a little short little interlude of where I'm about to go. I'm saying this because as I'm still kind of dangling at the control of the folks, you still got to try to position what's going to happen outside of that, short term, mid term, long term goal. And you start to try to resonate how I'm going to do this once they let up off me. And I can start to wiggle wow on my own. So, because there's going to be some hurdles, and them hurdles come in the form of, sometimes it's the people who claim they care for you the most. It might be some past things, it might be some future things, and you got to watch how they push up and how they depart to really gain some insight on what's next for you on your mission and timeline that actually tries to delegate where you at and how you gonna position yourself. I want to definitely reflect to how I had a few things and spent some time with a lot of my family over the last little bit of timeline here, a little week or two, and I'm reflecting to how, man, so much time has passed. And with the hiatus mixed in, the welcoming was, it was overwhelming. And now that you see how much you have really had left behind, if you was a solid dude, man, you could see what the the positioning of the message that you gave out to young, middle age, shit, a few older guys, and sometimes you look back to say, dang, I really had kind of left a little good mark of the personification of who I am and who I intend to be now, because I'm a well-oiled machine that's changed. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Like I said, sometimes don't overstay the welcome. That's the message right there. You let the welcome be exactly what it's supposed to be. The announcement that you back and you made it back, unscarred, unscathed, and you've allowed yourself to reposition yourself to do much greater than the first version, Because sometimes this version right here, the one that get back from where we just came from, is much more focused than that last version. You thought you was focused. Go sit with them folk for a few and watch how focused you be when you get back. You know what I mean? Penitentiary rules in effect, man. Like Gates say all the time, man. And you gotta kind of like know exactly what you're dealing with and figure out what's a good set of boundaries for how you gonna levitate after the welcome wear down. And now it's just you, your thoughts, your focus, your foot on the gas, your hand on the wheel, and now you got to drive the vehicle. You know what I mean? Because you got to understand that the support system got to also take care of their business, and now you got to be in the position to demograph how you gonna stay focused and not blow up whatever means of purpose you had, so you don't clip your own wings off your back trying to just not do what you're supposed to be doing when you get this lick to get back. Because some people actually come back, man, and blow the lick right up. I'm talking about throw the joint and, you know what I'm saying? Time bomb themselves, man. I don't understand it because I see it a lot now that I'm fresh back. You got a lot of them biting the pin right out the joint on their own and then smacking themselves right with the bomb. Don't, for all intents and purposes, don't clip yourself. You know what I'm saying? So when the welcome wear down, just get more focused, tighten up the wheel even tighter, hit the gas harder, and just be what it's supposed to be, man. BCF. You already know business come first, so stay tuned. You know what I mean? So as I start to try to get where I position myself and stay humble, like I said on the last message, stay humble in your freedom. Remember, man, don't forget the guys. You know what I mean? Salute to y'all, man, in case y'all catch me. You know what I mean? Because, it's a lot of good men that's on the way back. So some of y'all who forgot, don't forget, they coming back, man. You know what I mean? But like I said, some of them going to have a much more changed mind frame, because after the welcome, wear down, you're going to see the focus now. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be a lot of channeled energy. And you gotta kind of position yourself if you outside the channel, don't be feeling no type of way, man. Cause when the welcome went down, I'm focused on self. Don't let that go over your head, man. Straight up. And you already know first law of nature, self-preservation, man. So, like I said, stay humble. You know, let Allah take care of what He's supposed to do. You know what I mean? For some of y'all, that's God. Please believe it. And you know, let God do what He do. Let Him drive the wheel. You know what I mean? Because sometimes when you grab the wheel, it already got a course predestinated for you, man. So don't forget that. And you gotta maintain, stay the course, pay attention, and figure out what you're gonna do with the opportunities presented, man. So like I said, we're gonna end this thing off proper. War Angel out now. Get that. Just hit us by DM. Shop with us. Follow us at all our platforms. THNK.DFRNT on IG. Think Different on TikTok. You know, catch me, Ty Boogie, with Think Different in the caption on Facebook. And, you know, shop with us, man, at thinkdifferent.com. THNKDFRNT.com. You know, Sore Thumb is the product, man. And we steady working, man. And shop indie brands in 26 and beyond. And shout out to all the indie brands that's pushing the movement and all the guys who I work, man, i.e. the work division. So, you know, that's why I'm saying, because the welcoming committee sometimes turn into teammates. Beat the drums on that, man. And introduce yourself to what's next, man. Y'all stay tuned and be focused on your mission, man. So when the welcome wear off, you already know what you're supposed to do. Don't let that get mixed up in the fog. Make sure you steer clear so you can keep your vision, precision tuned, man. Love, stay focused.